By a symbol of self-illumination, positivity, and simplicity. And so, why am I talking about a firefly, right? Well, I woke up in the middle of the night, and there was this firefly, like just flying outside the window, and it was lighting itself up. And I looked at it, and I thought to myself, like, what does that mean, and why am I seeing it? Because I had never seen that at that time of night in that location before. I've seen it like out in the evening, just walking around, and just happened to just see them and see a bunch of them. But this one seemed like it was trying to come in the window. And so me, with my infinite wisdom, started thinking, I go, this is a sign, this is a message, this is something. So I said to myself, why don't I just look this up now? And I think sleep was more important, so I just went ahead and just got the sleep that I needed. However, the Firefly has some powerful lessons about self-illumination and self-awareness and simplicity. And so I thought, maybe it's a metaphor, maybe it's a sign, maybe it's whatever it is. But I started to think about transformation, growth, and the journey that I've been on and the things that I've been doing. And I thought to myself, I said, this is interesting. Is this to let me know that to stay on the path and to keep going? Is this to let me know that I got to do some self-discovery? But overall, I came away from the experience thinking about it. I went and I did some research, and I saw several meanings. And I said, I'm going to choose this to be a positive thing, to be a thing about awareness, and to use this as a sign, because I have this thing that I put in my daily gratitude when I write it out every day, that I am grateful for divine guidance, wisdom, and knowledge. And so if there is such a thing as that, and I do believe that, then I should be on the right path. And I thought, why not talk about this? So here we go. That's what I came up with. So I feel like in life, sometimes we have experiences, and they give us gifts, and the gifts come from this awareness. And one of the words my word for 2025 is presence. And so I'm making an effort to become more present and aware of all the things that are happening around me, the conversations I have, the things I learn, even the food I eat, just being just present to it all. When I'm in a conversation with someone, I'm not on my phone, banging away on the keyboard, or I'm not looking at something, but really to be present with the conversation as best as I can. And life is all about, a journey of self-exploration. And so when I look back at where I was 20 years ago and where I am now, it's a night and day experience for me. The things that I've learned, the experiences that I've had have been so profound that some days I can't even wrap my head around it. I had an opportunity earlier today to do an interview. We got the Sparks of Gratitude program that we're going to be launching for our 4-year anniversary on April 5th. And so Dr. Jania, who interviewed me, was asking me some questions about how did I come up with a system, and how did I come up with this method that follows a protocol that therapists use, and all these things. And I said, well, I wasn't even aware of those things. I just knew that I wanted people to have an experience, and I wanted the volunteers to be able to engage the members in a loving, caring way. And it just kind of evolved. But it also evolved as a result of teamwork. The team was the one who put it all together. It was the team who came up with the ideas and made it happen. And I just had this one thing. And this one thing was, when I started it almost 4 years ago, I said to myself, and I had the thought, and I said to myself, whatever I need is going to show up for me when I need it. Now, have I practiced that belief the entire time? No. There was times I wanted something else, and I needed it, and it didn't show up, or at least it seemed that way. But when I actually go back to the videotape, as this announcer used to say, Warner Wolf, I actually see how things show up, and people show up just when you need them. And it's like buying a new car, and all of a sudden you see the same people with the same car in the same color. First you'll see the car with the same color, and then you'll see the people with the same car in a different color. I think that's called something like their reticular activating system or something along those lines. And so when there is an opportunity or there is a challenge or something needs to be different or a resource, ultimately it shows up in the form of a person, and then they'll say like, I feel like I'm supposed to be here. And it kind of goes back to that Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, talked about providence. When you take action and when you're committed, like all sorts of unforeseen supernatural things start to happen to you. Yeah, well, that's kind of how it evolved. So when I go back to the Firefly, I am kind of feeling like it's telling me to just stay on path, to just be focused, to continue to be aware, and that I'm doing the right thing. And that's what I took away from it. I mean, anybody could come up with any meaning for anything, and that's the one I'm choosing because that one makes me feel empowered. So seeing a firefly late at night, just happened to wake up just to see it because it didn't stay there forever. It stayed there maybe all of 30 or 40 seconds and then it disappeared and it was gone. Sometimes these things happen, and there are reminders to stay positive, because self-illumination and positivity is something that you can attract into your life. Being self-aware helps you to understand those and yourself and what's going on around you. And these are qualities that I want to exhibit and enhance in my life. So those are my thoughts. I hope that makes sense to you, and enjoy yourself, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another live. I think today is the 28th of January, so that means I've done 28 of these. And what's making these things special is I'm doing it on multiple platforms at the same time. So thank you for your support, and I'll see you soon. Take care.
Did you give me my bedtime medicine now?